This model kit review is of the Revell Hind helicopter, and this is a 1/48 scale, and it gives you an artist picture on the front. MiL-24. I'll show you the finished product on the outside here with some of the additional details, as well as the length, number of parts, and the colors needed. Let's have a look inside. This is a fairly large model. Here's our clear glass, which has some detail on it, fairly well molded. And our instructions. Let's have a look at the instructions here. First of all, we have our list of colors needed. And we put together the cockpit. We do have some pilot figures, and in the lower gun it looks like it will turn. And starting to build out the parts inside the fuselage, the seating area. And putting together the engine and exhausts. Starting to put together the rotor. And then the other side of the fuselage and tail rotor. Putting together fuselage parts. Then the air intake and exhausts. And then this is going to be the details inside for the cockpit, including the canopy. So these are the rest of our engine parts and our machine gun parts for the lower portion, landing gear and wheel well covers. These are the side wings with armament. Looks like we have some rockets, and we have two different options there. And then the rest of the details for the side door, as well as the canopy. You can leave it open or closed. And then the tail skid, and starting to put together the main rotor. And then some painting guides, as well as decals for the Polish Air Force. This is one from East Germany. And camouflage pattern. Well, let's have a look at the parts. So as I said, this is a fairly large model. We have some nice surface detail, but these are unfortunately raised panel lines. We have some detail here inside the wheel well. And not much on the other side. But you don't have much in the way of mold lines, so that's good. And let's have a look here at some of these other parts. So we have our cockpit. That has a lot of surface detail, actually. We have the air intakes, engine parts with the exhausts, our tail fins, rocket pods have some nice detail on them. Here's our main rotor, has some detail, but you can add some things there. Here are our two pilots. It looks like they each have two heads. Our wheels, machine gun cover, Here's our side wings with some of our armament, all the other detailed parts. Looks like rocket pod, the rocket pod housing, and our seating area. Here's our main rotor. We have 5, and fairly well detailed. Not really much in the way of mold lines, so that's good. Here's our tail rotor, and our wheels, and in the back of the rocket pods. And here's our instrument panel, which has some nice detail there. Let's have a look at our decals. And they do give us a decal for the instrument panel with not really much detail in terms of color, so you may want to add that. But very nicely printed.